Have you ever wondered why cats lie on their backs when they see you? There's a whole world of feline communication that's left many pet owners scratching their heads. It's as if our beloved furballs have their own secret language. One of the most puzzling behaviors is when they plop down, roll over, and present their bellies to you. It's a common sight, but what does it mean? We're about to delve into this fascinating topic. Stick around if you want to unravel the mystery behind your cat's peculiar behavior. To understand why cats lie on their backs, we first need to delve into the fascinating world of feline behavior. Cats are enigmatic creatures with a rich repertoire of behaviors that often leave us humans scratching our heads. Their actions are a complex blend of their wild ancestry and domestic influences. Unlike dogs, cats are solitary hunters in the wild and retain a strong sense of independence even when they live with us. This independent nature is often mistaken for aloofness, but if you watch closely, you'll realize that's far from the truth. Cats communicate in subtle ways, and it's up to us to decipher their language. One of the primary ways cats communicate is through body language. A raised tail, for instance, is a friendly greeting, while a twitching one signals annoyance. Their eyes, too, speak volumes. A slow blink from a cat is a sign of trust and affection, often referred to as a cat kiss. Cats also use vocalizations to communicate, though not as much as body language. The purr, a sound familiar to all cat owners, is a sign of contentment, but can also be used when the cat is anxious or ill. Understanding these basic principles of cat behavior helps us interpret their actions more accurately. It gives us a glimpse into their world and allows us to connect with them on a deeper level. Now that we have a basic understanding of cat behavior, we can explore the specific action of cats lying on their backs. When your cat rolls over and exposes its belly, it's not just being playful or seeking a belly rub. This seemingly innocent act is imbued with a lot more meaning than you might think. The belly exposure is a sign of trust and contentment, but it can also be a defensive strategy. Yes, you heard it right. Trust, contentment, and defense, all wrapped up in one seemingly simple behavior. Let's start with trust. Cats are instinctively cautious creatures. Their survival instincts tell them to protect their most vulnerable areas, and the belly is one of them. So when a cat rolls over and shows you its belly, it's saying, "I trust you enough to expose my most vulnerable area to you." It's a significant gesture of trust and comfort, and it's a sign that your cat feels safe around you. Now let's talk about contentment. Cats only expose their bellies when they're feeling happy and content. It's a relaxed posture that indicates satisfaction. If your cat is rolling over and showing you its belly after a hearty meal or a satisfying play session, it's likely saying, "I'm happy and content." It's a beautiful expression of felinity, and it's one of the ways your cat communicates its happiness to you. But what about defense? It might seem contradictory, but a belly-up position can also be a defensive strategy. If a cat is threatened, it can roll onto its back to bring all 4 sets of claws and teeth into play. It's a last-ditch defensive posture that says, "I'm ready to fight if I have to." So, while a belly exposure often indicates trust and contentment, it can also signal defense. In conclusion, a cat's belly exposure is a complex behavior that can indicate trust, contentness, and defense. It's a multifaceted gesture that shows just how complex and fascinating our feline friends are. So when your cat lies on its back, it's a complex mix of trust, contentment, and defense. While lying on their back is one intriguing behavior, cats exhibit several other interesting actions too. Let's explore some of these, shall we? Firstly, why do cats bring dead animals to us? Well, it's not because they think we're inept hunters, contrary to popular belief. Cats are natural hunters, and they often teach their young how to hunt by bringing back dead or injured prey. When your cat brings you a dead mouse or bird, it's not a gift, but rather a teaching moment. They're trying to show you how to hunt, just as they would with their kittens. It's a sign of trust and affection, even if it's a bit gruesome for us. Next, have you ever noticed how cats seem to love staring from afar? It's almost as if they're quietly judging us, isn't it? But that's not the case. Cats are creatures of observation. They're constantly analyzing their surroundings, assessing threats, and finding the best places to pounce from. When they're staring from afar, they're simply keeping an eye on things. It's their way of staying alert and protecting their territory. Last but not least, let's talk about kneading. This is when your cat pushes in and out with their paws, alternating between left and right. Some people call it making biscuits because it resembles the kneading process when making dough. Cats do this for several reasons. It's a behavior that starts when they're kittens, as they knead their mother's belly to stimulate milk production. As they grow older, they continue to need when they're feeling content or getting ready to settle down for a nap. It's a calming, comforting behavior for them, and if they do it to you, it's a sign that they feel safe and loved. But what about when they need and then bite? Well, this is a more complex behavior. It's a mix of affection and a gentle reminder of their boundaries. The biting is not aggressive, but it's a way for them to say, "I love you, but let's keep some personal space here, okay?" These are just a few examples of the many behaviors that make cats such fascinating creatures. From bringing dead animals to kneading and biting, each action has its own unique meaning. Understanding these behaviors can help us better connect with our feline friends and appreciate their complex personalities. Remember, every cat is different, and what might be normal behavior for one could be completely unusual for another. It's always good to observe and learn from your own cat's habits. This way, you can ensure that you're providing the best care and environment for them. As you can see, our feline friends have a language all their own, and understanding it can deepen our bond with them. So, what have we learned about our feline friends today? Well, we've delved into the fascinating world of cat behavior, and it's clear that cats are much more than cute fluffballs who love a good nap. They're complex creatures with a language all their own, and when they lie on their backs, they're saying more than just hello. We learned that when a cat exposes its belly, it's a sign of trust. It's their way of showing they feel safe around you, as the belly is a vulnerable area. It's also an invitation for interaction, though not always an invitation for a belly rub, as many of us have discovered the hard way. We also discovered that there are other reasons why cats might lie on their backs. They could be feeling playful, readying themselves for a good romp, or they might be feeling relaxed and content, enjoying the warmth of the sun or the comfort of their favorite spot. We looked at other behaviors too. The mysterious gifts of dead animals, for instance, are actually signs of affection. Cats are natural hunters, and bringing you their catch is their way of sharing their skills and showing their love. And let's not forget about their propensity for observing from a distance. Cats are curious creatures who like to keep an eye on their surroundings, and sometimes, they just prefer to watch the world go by from a safe and comfortable vantage point. In conclusion, every cat behavior is a form of communication. They're telling us how they're feeling, what they're interested in, and how much they trust and love us. Understanding these behaviors helps us to build a stronger bond with our cats, enhancing our shared lives and making us better cat parents. Next time you see your cat lying on its back, remember it's not just a cute pose, but a sign of trust and contentment. Thank you for joining us on this feline journey, and we hope you have gained a better understanding of your cat's behavior.